Hello everyone, my name is the Emerald and today is the day. We have 3.7 beta drops. We just got the news on Cyrene, all of the planar ornaments, the relics. There are a couple other things that I'm waiting on to see. I have the telegram right here, so any news that come in I'll tell you probably like at the end of the video unless it's very important. But so far right now we have everything. Let me quickly pull up her, we don't actually have her splash art yet. Outside the one from before when they leaked it, but I'll pull it up from what they had before. We'll just pull this one up here. Yes, please. Great. Well, that was definitely useful. All right, we'll just pull up the link from Twitter. That was great. Yep, this is what her splash art should be. She's going to be Ice Remembrance, so it's very interesting. I think we'll show off. Yeah, let's show off the light cone art first. I'll have this up. It's really good. I really like the art a lot. It looks really nice. And we'll pull up all the Eidolons too. Here is her E1, E2, E3. This should be E4. This should be E5. And this is E6. All are really good looking. I like them all. My favorite one is definitely the E6. E4 is really nice though. Okay. I think it's time we just get straight into this. I know I've read nothing on the kits. I'm going in completely blind, so yeah, let's just go straight in. Cyrene. She has a memo sprite, which is going unnamed. Most likely this will get named at some point in the line. Most things that were unnamed eventually got renamed, so there's that. I think we're going to start with the character first before we get to any of the skills. Holy, that is a lot of stuff I just saw for skills alone, but we'll get to that. Alright. So, Cyrene. So, basic attack. Look at the beginning of Hope. Gain 1 recollection point and deal ice damage equal to 50% of Cyrene's max HP. So, she's an HP-based remembrance character. At this point now, who isn't? Outside of Aglia, I think. Alright. Towards Love and Tomorrow. It's another base attack, so it's probably an enhanced base attack by the looks of it. Gains 3 recollection points and deals ice damage equal to 30% of Cyrene's max HP to one designated enemy. Then deals ice damage equal to 30% of Cyrene's max HP to all enemies. Towards Love and Tomorrow cannot recover skill points. So yeah, this is most like an enhanced base attack. Most enhanced base attack don't recover skill points. Very little do, so. Alright. The skill. Bloom Elysium of Afterlife. See, get it? Anyway. Gain 3 recollection points to deploy a zone that lasts 2 turns, with the zone duration decreased by 1 at the start of Cyrene's turn. 2 turns is a bit low, but that's fine. While the zone is active, for each instance of damage dealt by all ally targets, deal 1 additional instance of true damage with 20% of the original damage. Wow. Okay, so let's say you're running Casteries, right? You're going to, and let's say you run Tribute 2. You're going to have the Casteries, Remembrance Trailblazer true damage, Tribute E1 true damage, and Cyrene true damage. Probably the best thing is probably going just to be Evernight, Cyrene, and Hyacine, but there's that. Says that when Cyrene is down, someone else dispelled, as expected. Also, keep in mind this character has been leaked to say that she relates to something with the Kratos heirs. We don't know how much so, but just know that. All right, ultimate. The poetry's blank. The promises infinity or Inforius. I don't know. Summons the memo sprite, causes it to immediately gain 1 extra turn, and activates all teammates' ultimates. Wow. Then enter the ripples of past reverie state with basic attack enhanced to Towards Love and Tomorrow and can only use this base attack. Increase Cyrene's and the memo sprite's crit rate by 50% and deploys its own effect from the skill with no active duration. What? Can only be used once per combat. Okay, so you can only use this ult once ever. Interesting. In a fight. The initial HP is equal to 100% Cyrene's max HP. Causes blank to immediately gain 1 action, which is right here, I think. Wishes flow like melodies. When combat begins or after Cyrene takes action, teammates in the memo sprites gain future. When ally targets to future take action, they consume future to grant Cyrene 1 recollection point. When Cyrene has 24 recollection points, her ultimate can be activated, and when she has 12 recollection points while in the ripples of past reverie state, its ultimate can be activated. After reaching the maximum recollection points, can overflow to a max of 27 points. While Cyrene's in the field, increase damage by all ally targets by 20%. Alright, that's pretty good. Technique. After the technique is used, create a special dimension that lasts for 30 seconds around the character. Give me a second. Alright. Enemies within this dimension enters this moment forever state. Increase movement speed for the ally characters within the special dimension by 50%. After entering combat within this duration, deploy the skill zone. Only one. Okay, so it just deploys the zone basically. It's free. Give me 1 second. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. Okay, so we have a render. Let me just put this in now. I'll put it up late a little bit. I'll put everything like the new comes out all in one shot. All right. So after we already had that. All right, stat boosts. Crit damage, speed, HP. All right, no real complaints from that. 10% HP is not. I think it's a little bit low, but then again, there's a lot of ways to increase max HP for characters, so that's fine. Crit damage is good because you're getting a lot of crit rate from her other passives, so that's good. All right, 9 speed. We'll see if that matters. All right, when a teammate's Memo Sprite is summoned, it gains Future. Future held by Memo Sprite cannot be consumed. Okay. Future was said here, right here, yeah. When ally targets with Future take action to consume Future to grant Cyrene 1 recollection point. Okay. Interesting. And it can't be consumed. Interesting. Interesting. Traveler time. When there are 1, 2, 3 Chrysos heirs or Remembrance Path characters aside from Cyrene in the team, Cyrene gains 2, 3, or 6 recollection points at the start of the combat. Okay, so it's not nearly as much of a necessity as I thought it'd be. Right? Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's as nice to have, but I thought it'd be like, oh, she, like, gives cast Therese, like, 20% more damage or something. It's like, no. Okay. That's not too bad, then. In this entire, like, literally the only character that you can't use this on is, the new Fate characters and then the Herda. Everyone else is fair game for this, so that's good. I think it's good. The Triad of Causality. When Cyrene's speed is at 180 or higher, 180. Well, let's go back and look at the speed. I forgot to look at the stats. Increase all allies' damage up by 20%. Then for each point of speed exceeded, increase Cyrene's and Memo Sprite's ice resistance penetration by 2%, coming up to a max of 60 exceeded speed points. 240 speed. Wow, okay. I mean, you're not going to hit that easily, but okay. Let's go. What's your base speed? I didn't look at your base speed. I didn't look at your base stats. 101. So you have 110. We can only hope there are new relic sets here, our player ornament sets. And then her Lycon herself. We had to hope those give speed in some capacity. So we'll see. Again, we'll read all the memos for stuff after all this. All right. When Cyrene's speed is at 180. Yep. Okay. Okay. So seems simple enough. All right. And then these are Eidolons. We'll get into this after we look at the Memo Sprite. So there is a lot for this Memo Sprite, so we'll read this, I guess. Alright, this is the same thing as the Ultimate, so we can ignore this. Deals, Waltz of Flowers and Arrows. Deals ice damage to all enemies with 50% of the Memo Sprite's max HP. This poem, A Benediction of Life, applies a buff to one designated ally. When the target is a Chrysos heir, the target gains some special effect. When the target is not a Chrysos heir, increase the target's damage dealt by 40% for 2 turns. Oh, is this what's going to happen? Okay, interesting. Okay. Waiting in every pass. The Memo Sprite speed remains at 0 and will not appear on the action order, while on the field is considered as out of bounds. That's new wording, I think. When changes occur on Cyrene's HP percentage, the Memo Sprite's HP percentage will also change accordingly. When Memo Sprite is on the field, Cyrene and the Memo Sprite's max HP increase by 24%. After using abilities, all continuous effects duration on this unit decreases by 1. Okay. Sure. When the Memo Sprite is first summoned, dispels crowd control debuffs from all allies. No, it's nice to have. Is it like the greatest thing? No, because it's very specific, but it's nice. Alright. A poem about Trailblaze. Oh, okay. Is that why? Okay. Effective for the entire battle. When used on Trailblazer Remembrance, increase Trailblazer's attack by a value equal to 60% of her max HP, and increases Trailblazer's crit rate by a value equal to 60% of her crit rate. But why? You already have guaranteed crit. Am I confused? Let me pull up the. Let me pull this up. I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but I believe the Trailblazer already has guaranteed crit rate as one of their passives. I could be wrong though. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't have mem here. Oh, is it on Kalis? It is good. I swear there was a thing that let you guarantee crit. I could be wrong though. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, it's an Eidolon. It's an Eidolon, right? It's an Eidolon. Yeah. Oh, it was okay. It's just the ultimate. I mean, I don't think it's really that necessary, but it's okay, I guess, right? I don't think it matters too much. Okay. After Trailblazer uses enhanced base attack in this battle. Enhanced base attack. Do they mean... No, wait, what? Wait, what? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Wait. After Trailblazer remembers using enhanced base attack in this battle, but there's no enhanced base attack. I'm left referring to mem, but it's not a basic attack. It's a... I'm a bit confused in this. I'm really confused in this. Because I don't... The Trailblazer doesn't have an enhanced base attack at all. Okay. If the target was defeated before his ability is used, it will be used on newly appearing enemy target instead. Oh, it mitigates one action. Okay. This is nice. This is really good. This increasing the attack is nice. There's no real problems with that. Doing some extra damage. The crit rate's kind of worthless because you don't need crit rate for the character. If this was crit damage, yeah, that'd be huge. Yeah. And like the Trailblazer doesn't have a enhanced base attack. They have a no base attack, but that's about it. Okay. A poem about romance. So Aglaia. When using Aglaia, causes Aglaia to gain romantic and immediately stacks garment makers and with talent speed boost effect to its max. Wow. That's huge. After Aglaia, garment maker uses attack, consumes romantic and regenerates 70 energy for this unit. Holy Christ. Oh my gosh. Increases damage dealt by Aglaia and garment by 72% and ignores 36% of the target's defense, lasting until Aglaia exits the supreme state. Oh my god. That's insane. That's actually insane. That's huge. Remember, one of the biggest problems with Aglaia for the character was, well, A, I think there was like not the strongest support, but mainly B, her ult was expensive. It was $350, and there was some cheese that like gave you some extra. So yeah, and getting like the full speed boost immediately is really huge. Yeah, that's good. And then, while you're in state, you also ignore defense. That's really good. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah. I do think it sucks that it's one time only. I really do hate that. But if you're doing like an apocalyptic or something, yeah, you will murk somebody. Alright. A poem about passage. So for Tribute. When used on Tribute, causes damage dealt by Tribute to ignore 12% enemy's defense. Okay, sure. When Tribute launches follow-up attack and triggers the additional damage from Tribute zone, it further deals 1 instance of additional damage. Okay, it's not too bad. It's some extra free damage. I would have liked a bit more HP on the character instead of just like going with more raw damage. But I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. Strife. Ooh, Maide. I'm curious. When used on Maide, while Maide is in the Vendetta state, he automatically uses God's Layer Beads God. That's the really strong enhanced skill he does. In its attack, increases Maide's crit damage by 60%, and its usage does not consume charge. If he isn't in the Vendetta state, advances Maide's action by 100%. Wow. Okay. Did they say the skill was like you can only use it once ever, or no? It's not. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a one-time thing, but yeah, like a lot of these are good. Like that's not bad. Okay. Casteries effective for the entire battle. Oh gosh. Okay. When used on Casteries, new blood can overflow up to 200%. Wow. When summoning Netherwing, consumes all overflow new blood, increases damage multiplier damage dealt by 0.24% for every 1% of overflow value consumed. When summoning Netherwing trigger uses the ability of its talent Wings with the Ruins. If there are 2 enemy targets for a few, the damage multiplier addition increases by 0.48%. Wow, that is a huge buff for Casteries. Being able to overflow new blood is insane. And again, doing extra damage based off it. Yeah, that's good. And it's effective for the entire battle too. It's permanent. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's crazy good. Yeah. Okay. I'm so curious about what they'll do with Finon. Because Finon's already God's here. So. Alright. Reason. One-time effect. When using a Naxa, recovers 1 skill point for the team and causes Naxa's next action to advance by 100%. Increases Naxa's skill damage by 40%, increases attack by 60%, and increases the number of instances of skill damage by 3, lasting for a turn. I mean, okay. If this was permanent, I would get it, but it's not. I mean, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Right? It's nice. It's nice. Sky. So, Hyacine, I believe. When the Memo Sprite uses the Memo Sprite skill, causes Hyacine to gain 2 stacks of a poem about Sky. When using Hyacine, regenerates 24 energy for Hyacine. When Hyacine has a poem about Sky and providing healing, addition increases the healing value for the skill by amount equal to 72% of healing value this time. After Hyacine uses skill, ultimately consumes 1 stack of a poem about Sky. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah. And that's not, and you don't have to target her either. So like, if you have Hyacine there, and you try to cast Reach, she'll get this stuff too. Yeah, they're really trying to make cast Reach just like a god tier team. Does this replace Evernight? I don't know, cause like, it'd be. Well, okay, it depends if Evernight and Donhorn get the Flux too. They should, but we'll see. Trickery. Oh, Cypher. Interesting. That's for the entire battle. When used on Cypher, increase the damage dealt by Cypher by 36%. That's good for ult. And decrease the defense of the patron by 20%, and the defense of enemy target other patron by 12%. Yeah, it's not awful. If that's a debuff that mitigates a little bit of the light cone needed, so you hit the debuff, that's good. All right, not too bad. World bearing. Oh, okay, I'm waiting for this. Effective for the entire battle. After using on Finon gains eternal ignition while transforming. While eternal ignition persists, increase Castellana's career by 60%. It's all right. After Castellana's extra turns are depleted, the transformation does not end, but refreshes all of Castellana's extra turns instead. After starting Castellana's extra turn, Castellana's HP equals 50% of his current HP. After using attack, deals 5 instances of additional damage, with each damage dealing fire damage equal to 30% of Castellana's attack to 1 random enemy. Oh my god. What? They doubled his ultimate, basically. They gave him double the amount of extra turns. That's permanent. Now, yes, you do lose HP, but remember, you gain HP at the start of your turns too. That's one of the things about Finon. If we pull him up real quick, Finon here, and we look at his ultimate stuff. Try to find it here, right here. After using attack, restores HP equals 20% of his max HP. So he you'll lose your HP and then you'll just recover all that HP when you use an attack. So yeah, that's insane. Oh my gosh, that's actually insane. They did that. Oh my god, and they gave him crit rate too, which he didn't really have much of his kit. Wow, that's insane. All right, a poem about Ocean. So Hisslins. This is gonna be a little bit iffy. Depends on what it does. When used on Hisslins gains Flowing Warmth. After Hisslins uses an attack, consumes Flowing Warmth and generates 60 edge for his unit. Pretty good. In this battle, increases damage dealt by Hisslins by 100%. It's good. After Hisslins uses base attack or skill stack attack enemies, causes the dot currently applying attack enemies to immediately produce damage equal to 60 to 80% of original damage. Oh. Hisslins is making her a mini Herda, mini Kafka. Wow. That's good, I think. I think that's good. Now, the problem becomes, is Cyrene good enough to replace Black Swan off the team for this? My answer is probably yes, but we'll see. But that looks pretty good. All right. All right, a poem about Law. Serja, please let this fix the issues. Please. Effective for the entire battle. After using Serja, increases the crit damage of the character with military merit by 30%. Off to a nice start. After coup aiming ends, Serja immediately gains 1 point charge. Yeah, that helps. That helps with making her skill a little faster to get. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. All right. I'm okay with this. I wish it did a little bit more, but it's all right. All right. A poem about time affects the entire battle. After it is used on Evernight, increases damage dealt when Eevee uses the Memo Sprite skill. Dream dissolving is due by 48%. After Evernight uses the skill / ultimate, it additionally gains 1 point Memoria. Alright, the damage is nice. Gains like, okay, that's not too bad. It's not the worst thing ever. It's like you just use it once, you get all this stuff. Alright, it's not like as crazy as like this. Like this is still crazy good. And then like the Cashew one is even crazier. But it's nice. I think it's nice. And finally, we have Dongheng Earth. When the Memo Sprite uses a Memo Sprite skill, increases damage dealt by Dongheng's bomb mate by 60%, lasts for 2 turns. So alright, off to a good start. The next 3 attacks of Soul Dragon deals additional damage of corresponding type equal to 8% of bomb mate's shield effect. Oh, okay, that's good. When used on Dongheng, additionally advances Soul Dragon action by 100%. The Soul Dragon's next action gains the enhanced effects of DH's ultimate and increases multiplier shield by Soul Dragon by 150%. Does not continue the enhanced charge of Dongheng's ultimate. That's nice. I think it's pretty nice. I wish they did a little bit more, at least with just like I think they could have increased this a little bit more, but this is not too bad. This is really good. Yeah, I like this. I like this a little bit. I like this. All right, a poem about blank. After Cyrene has gained recollection from each different teammate other than the Memo Sprite, when the Memo Sprite uses Waltz of Flowers and Arrows and additionally deals 1 instant damage equal to 50% of its max speed to one random enemy. Okay. Wow, she is doing a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, the biggest loser here is the Herda. Yeah, the Herda gains nothing from all of this. That's insane. Obviously, some buffs are made not as equally as others, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of beta changes when it comes out because they had to look into all these like, all right, is this too busted? Is this not good enough? Oh my gosh! And we're not even done. We still have the light cone. How long have we been recording? 20 minutes, and I haven't even gone to the light cone. Oh my gosh! Oh, we haven't done the Eidolons. Oh my god! Okay, let's see the Eidolons. E1, blank where the poem begins. After using ultimate or when the Memo Sprite is summoned, the Memo Sprite gains 1 story point. When story reaches 3, the Memo Sprite consumes all story points, immediately gains 1 extra turn, automatically uses Waltz of Flower and Arrows, and gain 3 recollection points. Additionally increases the number of bounces from memory skill a poem about blank by 12. Wow. E2, 13 Hues of Radiance reflecting tomorrow. When entering combat, additionally gains 12 recollection points. For each different ally, did we get... No, okay. For each different... I thought we got animations. For each different ally character that gains the memory skill buff from the blank, the damage multiplier of the true damage dealt by ally targets via the skill's zone increased by 5% up to max increase of 20%. Okay. E3 is ultimate base attack. E4, pen the next page with a smile. Each time after Memo Sprite uses Waltz of Flower and Arrows, the damage multiplier of the trigger Memo Sprite skill poem about blank increased by 5% in the current battle. Oh, that's permanent. Wow, okay. E5, gaze, feel the flowers of yesterday. Skill and talent, alright. E6, memories turn into ripples. When Cyrene uses her ultimate for the first time, all allies action advance by 100%. Each time when blank triggers the Eidolon blank where the poem begins. Wait, blank? This one, E1, okay. And uses Waltz of Flowers and Arrows based on the number of times it's been triggered, gains the following effects. Once, increase all ally targets, all targets penetration by 12%. 2 times or more, advance all allies action by 20%. Alright. I mean, that's a pretty interesting E6. Yeah, she's good. A lot of these buffs. She makes Bidon really good. She makes Cassereese really good. I'm a bit iffy on some of them. Like, I think Hislin's, well, it's good. You're replacing someone for that. We'll see if that matters or not. We'll see. But it's definitely interesting. I think Evernex is nice. I think Surge is okay. I think Cypress is not bad. Like, there's some that are like okay, and there's some that are like really crazy. Oh my god. Alright, let's do the light cone next. This love forever. Alright, so this gives 1278 HP, 466 attack. Okay. Alright, a promise. Increase the wearer's speed by 18%. That makes sense. You want speed. When the wearer's Memo Sprite uses a Memo Sprite skill on an ally, gains blank, which increases damage taken by all enemies by... Wait. which increases damage taken by all enemies by 10%. Not damage dealt, damage taken. Okay. When the wearer's Memo Sprite uses the Memo Sprite skill on enemy, gains Verse, which increases crit damage of all allies by 60%. When the wearer's Memo Sprite has both Blank and Verse, increase the effects of Blank and Verse by 120%. I think it's supposed to say which... Maybe it doesn't mean that. Maybe it doesn't mean that. I don't know. But it's a pretty good icon. Gain speed, giving crit damage to all allies. It's nice. It's nice. It's not like the craziest thing I've ever seen, but it's nice. It's good. Alright. We now have 2 more. We have 2 relic sets to look, planet ornaments, and 4 is the Eternal Land, and Tengoku at Livestream. Is that Sparkle? Wait a second, is that Sparkle? No. No, it's not. No, it's something else. That might relate to it, though. Yeah, wait. Livestream's myriad facades, continuous chatter. Maybe. I don't know. We'll come back to that. Alright. And 4 is the Eternal Land. So we have the pen. I think it's supposed to be based on the book. I think. Yeah. Increases the wearer's crit rate by 8%. While the wearer's Memo Sprite is on the field, increase all allies' speed by 8%. This effect cannot be stacked. Okay. So this is good on Cyrene. She gives a bit more crit rate, what she needs. Speed is nice. It gives all allies, which is really good. It sucks that I can't stack, but I guess it's fair because if you put on 4 characters, it would actually be a 32% speed increase for everyone, and that's just permanent. So that's fair. That's fair. All right, and then Tengoku at Livestream increases the wearer's crit damage by 60%. If 3 or more skill points are consumed in the same turn, wait, an archer buff? Additionally, increase the wearer's crit damage by 32% for 3 turns. Yeah, the only characters that come to mind for this are Archer and Donghung DHIL. This might be leading to Elation as well, because there's not that many characters who use multiple skill points in the same turn. The only characters that come to real mind are there's Ching Chue, which if you have to gamble enough. There's Archer, who continually uses skill points just to keep popping. DHIL, who uses at most 3 to use the strongest attack he has. There's not much else I can think off the top of my head. I can quickly scan, but nothing comes to my head where it's like using multiple skill points in the same turn, specifically. That matters. It has to be skill points in the same turn. Like not Argentine, not Fugue. Yeah, I think it's just those 2, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at it. No. Yeah, it's just those 2. Or those 3. Okay, so this might lead into Elation, because this is a very specific relic set. So this might be a tie into what, not 3.8, 4.0. For what Elation has to bring. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, and then there's one last thing we have to check, which is going to be the new 4-star light cone. Take flight toward a pink tomorrow. It's the mem one. Okay. Alright, let's just read it. Increase the wearer's crit damage by 12%, up to 44%. I assume this is free. I assume so anyway. When equipped by Trailblazer Remembrance, okay, there's no way it's not. Increase all allied targets damage dealt by 8%, up to 6%, and damage dealt by enhanced base attack together, right the shape of tomorrow. Okay, now I have the name. Okay. I was so confused. I was like, I don't remember her having it, but maybe she does. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I had to look at. I had to remember. I had to look at Kayla's. If I look at Kayla's, I'll get the pet. They said together what? Together write the shape of tomorrow. No, they don't. She doesn't have that. Wait, are they going to? Are they going to give the Trailblazer a new skill or something based on that? They might. Because they're talking like, oh, she gets an enhanced base attack. I'm like, she doesn't have an enhanced base attack though. So this might mean that the Trailblazer actually gets a small buff in the story. They might actually get like a new kit. Because I was like, they're getting attack, they're getting crit rate. And I'm like, I don't get this. So yeah, this might be a hint that Trailblazer is actually going to get a small like change in 3.7. Okay, yeah, I'm for it. I'm all for it. Curious to see how they do about it, but yeah, because this doesn't exist. Together, write the shape of tomorrow. That doesn't exist anywhere. You can look at skill. There's leave it to me, which that's like, I guess that's a heal. That's a technique. I don't know. I never heard of that. Yeah, I think that's new. I could be wrong. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Put it down in the comments. But that seems new. I don't know this. So, all right, interesting. That's cool. This most likely is a free light cone. It's way too. It's actually specific to the Trailblazer, so it has to be free. So there's that. It's probably through an event or something. But it's a pretty good light cone. I think it's a pretty good light cone. Gives crit damage, increases allies target damage dealt, and then depending on what this enhanced base deck does, this could be really good too. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. I think that's everything we have to show for. I could be wrong. Yeah, for so far it seems to be nothing. I think nothing else. I'm looking to the Telegram now, seeing if there's anything. So far, nothing. Yeah, nothing here. All right. That was a lot. I've been recording for half an hour. That it was a lot. A lot. Oh, actually, we'll just check one thing. Do we have another arbitration notices? Do we have anything on that? No? Okay. I tried. I was hoping we would know anything about that. Unfortunately not. So, alright. But yeah, this is... Whew, man. This is a lot. This is a lot. We'll see everything that comes down the line, but man. We don't have animations yet. I don't think the actual... I don't know. Yeah, no one's posted the animations yet by looking at it, but... Wow, there is a lot here. There is a lot. Cyrene looks really good. If you send for anyone outside of the Herda in the version 3.x line, this might be a pickup. Especially if you send for Cass, Cyrene, and Finon. She makes them absolutely busted by looking at their kits. Yeah. It's actually insane. She's doing so much. Like, actually just so much. Wow. Alright. Yeah, so I think that will end up there. But my thoughts so far are she is really good. I think she's really good. It definitely is going to be a lot of like places to see where she really fits in. My first thought immediately is with Evernight Casteris. That's my first thought. But maybe she's really good on the Finon team. Maybe instead of the question is like, is she a better, like, who are you replacing on the team for her? Right? You're not replacing Sarah. So your next best option is Sunday, but she doesn't even... I think that's probably is your next best bet, and we'll have to see how she goes. So we'll see what they do. But first thing that immediately comes to mind is immediately Caceres. It's the first thing that comes to mind. But if you're running on anything, yeah, we'll see if I pick her up or not. I'm very debating on it because 3.8 is supposed to be the break buff, so we'll see. But yeah, no real problems. We have more Euphories, Edo Star, which is looking really good. This is going to be a big buff for Archer and DHIL. I think it's kind of iffy, but like, I don't know if I would say I would take this over what Archer has now, which is the crit rate one. But it's not the worst thing ever, I guess. It depends if the character needs more crit damage. We'll see. This Lycan's not too bad. This is pretty nice. This Lycan seems really interesting. I'm curious to see what happens to Remember Trailblazer, because clearly something happens to warrant a whole basic attack or something. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Cyrene, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let me just scroll up here. I just want to show you how to load it. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, it's so extravagant. We love Alicia. All right, that'll be it. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.